Welcome to We Are One. I'm your host, Alessander Palma, and today I'm here with Susan Schwartz. Welcome, Susan. So glad to have you with us today.
It's wonderful to be back with everybody. And it is just such a fantastic, amazing opportunity for us to share this time together. And thank you so much, LA, for facilitating.
I'm so honored.
You make it possible. And I want to really give you a special thank you. And I'm thanking you not only for myself, but for everyone that's listening.
Oh, dear. Much love to you all. It's a blessing. And today we're going to practice compassion, I heard.
Yes. I woke this morning and I really was in this incredible energy of compassion. And I really didn't understand quite why it was so pronounced for me. And then I thought about what today is. And we're in the first month of a new year. So I want to wish everyone a really happy new year. And the truth is that when we wake up every morning, we're new. We're anew. We come back into the body. Our breath really starts to occupy this space, this body, this structure that we have. And, we journey at night and we come back, and in the morning we're alive, and we take this breath of life, this vital force that makes us say, wow, a new day. And so every day is like our beginning, like the first month of the new year. And every number, this is all about everyness, togetherness. Each number has a universal meaning. And so our first month, which is number 1, has the meaning of movement. And of course, every time we begin and we wake up in the morning, we are really ready to move forward. Compassion. Well, I thought compassion, and I could feel it in my chest, in my heart center. And if everybody just puts their hands right at this heart center, at your bust line, at your chest, you can feel this compassion of this heart center that opens up to the world. Not only does it open up to the world, but it opens deep inside to our connection to ourselves. Giving that time to connect to ourselves is so important. We stress compassion to the outside world, but the true place that we need to begin to have compassion is compassion for ourselves. Jin Shin Jyutsu helps us to focus back to who we are, to know ourselves, to give time for ourselves. The number 13, the universal meaning of it is to love thy enemies, your enemies. And do you know who is our biggest enemy? I know, me. That is my biggest enemy, right? And so you can look inside and you can smile about it and you can laugh about it. Because when you bring laughter to it, you just change the whole energy about it. So how do we embrace our own enemy? Right? We can begin by simply holding our index finger. Right? So we have lots of choices. You could just hold your chest and your heart and open up this bust line. Or you could follow me through a finger, holding a finger. So I am going to begin by holding my index finger and letting go of all the fear. Because fear is what creates feeling the balance. As you exhale, creating the space for love to fill every cell of your being. And as you inhale, inhaling the light, the vital source of compassion and love. When you feel this compassion, this love, this vital breath of life, you can feel yourself getting lighter and lighter, more luminous. You can feel the smile. You can be the smile. In Jin Shin Jyutsu, we're aware that our breath forms an oval around us and inside us as we exhale down the front and we inhale up the back. From head to toe, from heaven to earth. Not only is 13 helping us to love my enemies and myself, but it also is the number of Creator. Whatever word you want to put to Creator, divine energy, source, God, there's so many words, but it connects us to the unseen. And now let's move to our little finger. Our little finger brings ease to us. It allows us and helps us to stop efforting, to bring ease and quiet movement so that we are in the oneness of life. Come back and focus on your breath. And as you hold your little finger, just be aware of the ease, the natural rhythm of your breath without any effort at all. And it helps us let go of all of that fear so that we can move into love. Can you feel your chest filling up with this love for yourself, this connection to your heart center, the expansion beyond yourself? And it doesn't matter what day it is, whether it's the 13th day of the month, or whether you were born on a 13, as I was. The connection with love and compassion is our inheritance. It's a reminder that this is our gift that we have. This is our focus. Not only is your breath filling up your lungs, energizing your heart, but it moves down through your entire torso to your toes. and back up to the top of your head to heaven. We all walk on this earth plane, and it's so important for us to connect to the earth, to bring that energy down to our lives, to the practicality of our existence. Now let's move to the other hand, holding the index finger of the other hand. So it doesn't matter what hand you start with. You will always go to the correct hand to help yourselves. This is our intuition, our gift. So we don't have to spend time in our minds where we get lost. We all have this inner knowing, the knowing of compassion and love of ourselves, of the world around us, of each other. The world we live in today is so full of chaos, of disharmony, of division. So let's fill ourselves with this compassion and love. Let's keep our focus on this positive energy. We all have choice, and let's choose this. And with this awareness, you can feel your shoulders dropping. You can feel the burden that we carry on our shoulders and in our lives dropping away. Can you feel your breath expanding? Can you feel this light that is inside you and surrounds you, expanding out beyond you? What a wonderful opportunity we have to be together, to share this, to be one. One breath, one love, one compassion. When I began Jin Shin Jyutsu, silence was always very hard for me. I had such fear of silence, maybe because I had so much going on in my mind. And I still do. By holding my fingers, connecting to my breath, changing my focus, being aware of this compassion and love that I feel when I connect to my breath and when I utilize my self-help. So simple. And yet, I didn't realize what a gift it was because I was so busy in my mind, busy with my fear. Let's now move to our little finger. What I realize about Jin Shin Jyutsu and what is so beneficial for me is that I'm human and I forget. And I have to bring myself back to the truth of who I am, to that love and compassion, to the gifts that we are all given that get lost in the busyness of the world, the busyness of politics, the busyness of fear, the busyness of the news. And so I always have this notes all over my house. Breathe, exhale, hold your fingers. Give yourself love. And this is how I give myself love, by giving myself time to connect back to myself. Truly a gift for all of us. In fact, I feel my shoulders dropping even more. And I'm allowing my elbows that are resting on the table to just relax. And if you like, you could put your hands back at your bust line right over the two lungs that breathe this incredible gift of life, air. Remember, the first thing that we do when we come into the world is breathe. And the last thing, the last action is letting go of our breath. That's our life source. And in Jin Shin Jyutsu, many of my colleagues have shared with you, especially those new people who have come for the first time today, that Jin Shin Jyutsu is about this vital life energy. And we have 3 incredible circulations throughout the body. We have a main central, the main line, the one, that's coming down the front and up the back, in the middle, oneness, the one flow of life, which is about the breath. And then we have 2 flows, or 2 channels that are born from this oneness. And they are our supervisors, which really are managing and watching and controlling and helping both the left and the right sides of the body be in harmony. From the top of our head to the tip of our toes, allowing that breath to move through the entire body, on the left and on the right. And from there, we have safety energy locks, safety locations, right? that make sure that the energy can move. There's safety. They're for us. Making sure that there are no roadblocks. And here, right at the bus line, is our 13. Loving your enemies. Myself first. So it will help us with chest congestion. It'll help relax our shoulders. We found that as we were holding our fingers today. Letting go of all of our tension. Opening up the heart, opening up the lungs. We think of heart, we think of love. And what is compassion? The big heart. I love what I'm looking at my thumbs because they're pointing straight up to me to remind me it's first about me. It's not selfish. I need to learn about myself in order for me to understand others. Just like on the airplane, it says to take the oxygen for yourself first, right? Because I'm of no good to anyone if I'm not in harmony. In fact, it's just the opposite. If I'm not in harmony, I need to go and hide myself away in a little room, in the bathroom, in my bedroom, shut the door, and do my self-help so that I can come back and be with everyone. Because no one wants to be with me when I'm in that kind of mood. Thank goodness for my self-help. That's, Ale, you know what I mean, right? And everyone knows me. Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking from personal, but you all can identify with it because we all know those moments. Right? We all are human beings. So it's just about remembering who we are, remembering how we can help ourselves to be who we are, to be that one. So we can hold our hands here, we can hold our index finger and then move to our little finger. And I would do both sides, both hands, right? As wonderful tools to drop my shoulders, to open up my bust line, my chest, so that I can breathe. My heart is full of love and compassion, right? And I can change my focus away from the chaos and the disharmony in the world around me, right? The world inside me, and to come back to that oneness that nurtures me, that fulfills me, that allows me to be who I truly am.
We are so glad to be here with you all because this is such a blessing in the middle of the chaos to have these moments and come together as a community. What a blessing this has been.
Yes, I love it. It's a time that we really get to change our focus, right? And to choose. We have these choices all the time, right? And this is a great reminder. What a blessing it is that we can listen to this again and again, right? So if you're live, you can always go back to the YouTube Jin Shin Jyutsu official channel and listen to these so that it helps you to refocus, to truly connect back to who you are, right? And not get distracted or lost, right? So I have a quote. Do you think that maybe we could show that?
Yes.
So as you see, I found this quote and I thought it really resonates with what we were practicing today. Our task must be widening our circle of compassion. And that's what we did. We widened it so that we embraced each other, right? So we embrace all living creatures. That's each one of us. Not only human beings, but the four-leggeds, the ones that fly, that have wings, every living creature. And also all the nature, right? The trees, and this is an image of a tree. And it's the circle of life, our circle that connects us, like the breath that goes down the front and up the back, creating this oval, this circle that embraces us and brings this light and life to our being. And it is so beautiful. Thank you, Albert Einstein, for saying it so beautifully and putting Jin Shin Jyutsu, right there for us. I want to wish you all a happy new year. Many blessings. I want to wish you the ability and pray that you take the time to be with yourself, to choose what you want to focus on, right? And that it is about love, peace, and compassion, which will bring harmony to all of us. Thank you.
May it be so. Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan. It's such a pleasure being here with you. And thank you for watching us and practicing with us. Yes. Susan, warmest wishes, embracing the whole community.
Yes.
Much love and compassion.
Right, from Brazil, from Baltimore, close to Washington, D.C., but, everywhere in the world, a big hug to you. And let's be one in peace and love and compassion.
Amen. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Everybody, bye-bye.